Up until yesterday, my favorite story out of the New York Times recently was a story they did about mass shootings, where they revealed to a skeptical audience that 75% of the mass shooters in this country are black. Oh, so many people, that blows their mind when we tell them that. But then I was reading the story just the other day, and I just did a podcast on this on Monday. I was reading a story about black women who do not turn black men in for rape. So we've done that story a dozen times here over the last couple of years, including 3 over the last month. But the New York Times actually said it. They came out and said why they do it. And then they said one of the reasons why women do not turn black women do not turn in black men for rape is because black juries often do not convict black defendants. Whoa, mind blown. Sometimes reality is just rushing at you at 1,000,000 miles an hour that you just can't get out of the way of it.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
That's what we saw there. That's what we're going to see here when we look at some recent mass shootings involving the fellas. And these are all the ones I have over the last, say, 2 weeks. This is 100%. I don't have any cases where white people or Asian people are shooting people in this quantity. Maybe you guys could help me out if there are.
7 people were shot, 2 of them fatally, in a shooting on Chicago's South Side. It was at a lounge in the 900 block of East 75th Street. Police say the shooting happened after a fight inside the lounge that spilled outside. A 39-year-old man and a 36-year-old were both dead. Police say a suspect in a silver Ford allegedly fired those shots.
Head to downtown Augusta to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and Broad Street turns into a crime scene. Richmond County deputies arrested this man, Montrez Roundtree. He's being charged with aggravated assault. The sheriff's office says around midnight on Sunday, he shot 4 people at a nightclub in downtown Augusta.
Are waking up to find a massive crime scene right outside their front door. Now, police have the area roped off after a deadly triple shooting overnight.
Yeah, this information actually just coming in from Phoenix police. They tell us that an argument at a party being held out here actually led to several people being shot, and one of those is a teenager. If you take a look behind me, you can see still a very active scene here along McDowell near 22nd Avenue. Police are kind of congregated across the street. That's 22nd, not particularly sure where the exact location is, but they tell us that they were called out to this area just before 3 o'clock this morning, that an argument broke out at a party being held here, and several people were shot.
Well, Denver police continue their search tonight for suspects in a deadly overnight shooting. Officers were called to 15th and Larimer just after 4 o'clock this morning. 1 man died at that scene. 2 others were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police say 2 other men later went to a hospital. There is little information about the suspects other than they are believed to be men. Well, one witness described the chaos at the hookah bar called Elevate Smoke Lounge. Joel Hillen has more.
We saw blood on the floor, started hearing sounds of people saying, hey, there's gunshots, and we immediately tried to find an exit.
A witness who asked to be referred to as Check told us he was at the Elevate Smoke Lounge when the evening took a sudden turn.
I didn't hear any shots. Music was pretty loud, but I did see the blood all over the floor, the trail from the front door all the way to the back door.
Check and his friends tried to get out that front door, but security wouldn't let them. Their only way out was through the back door.
We saw the ambulance come, the fire department, the police officers come, and we saw them trying to revive a body on the street.
3 teens are the victims of a shooting in Queensboro. Shreveport police are investigating the shooting as a drive-by. It happened just after 2 p.m. on the 2700 block of San Jacinto Avenue near Catherine Street. Police say another person was injured by gunfire. All 4 victims have non-life-threatening injuries. At last check, police are still searching for a suspect.
We're following a developing story in Minneapolis where one person was shot and killed overnight and another 2 were hurt. Police tell us just before midnight, officers responded to the 300 block of Cedar Avenue. They were told an ambulance had been flagged down by a vehicle in the area. 2 people inside were shot, 1 fatally. The second was taken to HCMC but is expected to be okay. A third person showed up at the hospital with a non-life-threatening injury.
Byron family and friends of Willie Moffitt and Carlos Cunningham are heartbroken, so they'll be gathering here for a candlelight service tonight in just about an hour and a half to pay tribute to them and their goal to remember the 2 men killed tonight as that suspect of this double murder is sitting behind bars at Metro Jail. This is 29-year-old Cedric Williams, the shooter accused of killing 2 men on Dauphin Island Parkway Friday night.
I heard pow, 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 and I said, okay, let's take cover.
Friends and family gathered at the scene of a triple shooting that claimed the life of a bar owner in North Philadelphia. Family identified one of the victims as 46-year-old Jose Rivera. They say he owned the Primetime Sports Bar at North Water and Ontario Streets. Gunshots rang out at that bar around 11 o'clock last night. Police say 2 other men were shot but are expected to survive. Investigators believe Rivera was the intended target.
Here's a look at where that shooting happened near the intersection of Fillmore and Eddy Streets in the Fillmore district. That shooting happened just before 8:45 tonight. Police say at least 3 people were taken to the hospital. One of those victims has life-threatening injuries. Another person died at the scene.
Well, we are following developing news out of Stockton this morning. Police found a man and a woman shot dead in a car. A third person taken to the hospital in critical condition.
And here's a story out of Pine Bluff. 5 people shot, 1 dead. Here's a story out of Oakland. I don't know, how many did they shoot there? 4 people shot in Oakland. Nobody in Oakland, nobody in Pine Bluff is looking at the camera going, hey man, this never happens around here. Just the opposite. They're saying, hey, it happens all the time. I hope my turn isn't next.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Fair warning. Trigger alert. Be very careful how you expose trolls to this video. This video and the information that 75% of mass shooters are black, it really triggers the trolls. And we don't see them for a long time. And then we lose the entertainment of being able to expose the ridiculous ideas they come in with. We expose their feelings with facts, and that helps us further expose the greatest lie of our generation, the hoax of black victimization. Yes, I know. That does make the black kids angry.